Time is relative, especially when scientists talk about deadlines.
Dr. Abramchikov, where do you plan to put your groundbreaking new analysis method into practice? Are you in touch with the Metropolitan Museum?
As the whole project would never have got off the ground without the support of the Russian government, we will of course start here at the State Hermitage Museum in Petersburg. I'd like to make it clear to everyone.
I'm listening.
It's just as we feared.
How much time do we have?
Little. Too little. Can we stop him?
No, not anymore. Others will come, but not at once. That could be enough for us.
All right. But we must not draw attention to ourselves.
I understand. An unhappy coincidence.
It must look like an accident. Yes. The sea would be suitable. Be careful and remember, those who are without doubt will be rewarded.
Every sad story has got its beginning, its time and place, its tragic characters and its puppet masters. Our story began with a phone call.
You've got one new message.
Ostankovich here. Call me immediately. I repeat, immediately. As soon as you get this message. And Svetlova, get ready to give me a clever explanation for why your cell phone is off all the time. Use your cell phone so that we don't have to go through the identification procedure.
Sergei Vasily Ostankovich, colonel of Russian militia. My former boss at Department 12, art forgery and theft, before I transferred to Interpol. Certainly a man with no sense of humor. Quite clearly in top form again. And the fact he's getting in touch with me here in Lyon doesn't imply anything good. I really have to find my cell phone and call Ostankovich immediately. Some private notes and newspaper articles. Well, this was a good one. Van Klept was a broker in forgeries. A book called The Tales and Myths of Antiquity. Greek gods, heroes, monsters. I loved this, even when I was a little girl. When Oedipus came to the city of Thebes, great grief reigned there. The city was tormented by the Sphinx, and it grieved the death of King Laios. An empty CD cover. I wonder what I can use it for. A permanent pen can always be put to use. The album Muriel lent me. I have to give it back to Muriel, or I'll have one less friend. That means none.
From the scene near DeWitt Clinton Park, the man was identified as Anatoly Abramchikov, a Russian scientist lecturing at a scientific symposium in New York. Police are investigating the case, but so far no signs of violence have been found. In the next item, we'll be talking to Professor Yulia Chenkov, great work friend and colleague of Anatoly Abramchikov's. He'll be on the line from Moscow.
Oh my lord, Abramchikov. That Abramchikov dead. I talked to him a few times when I was in Petersburg. He was going to lecture here on his new analysis method in 2 weeks. This is a really bad day. This box holds my nightmares. Unpaid bills, reminders, as if the paperwork at the Interpol wasn't enough. I've brought this bowl from Petersburg. It's the only thing of my mum's that I have. A picture of Hermione. I found her outside our house in Petersburg. Poor Hermione. That's where my cell phone is. My cell phone. Sadly, only with a few contacts saved. Doesn't matter anyhow. Most people I have to contact are colleagues at work, and I can reach them over the office phone line. And of course my cell phone is flat again. Oh, damn it. The battery is really no good. How am I to work without a proper phone? The charger will come in handy. These days I charge the phone more frequently than I use it to make calls. The battery is finished. Leon, my current residence. I haven't seen it at all yet. Most of my time is eaten up by work, and to make things worse, Ostankovich calls. Theoretically, tourists could sit around here, if there was anything to see, and if the security didn't send them away immediately. Remy, he jokes all the time. Hi, long time no see, Damien. Have you been on holiday?
Nothing escapes you. I was on the Canary Islands for a week. Very touristy, but at least it was warm. I would go again right now.
I was wondering, do you happen to know Muriel? Petite, dark-haired. She works here at the telephone exchange.
I haven't even noticed anyone like that here.
Hold on. Doesn't she mean the one who comes here for her cigarette break?
Come on, she looks totally different. Why are you asking anyway?
She went on holiday at the same time you did, and she was in the Canary Islands as well. She wouldn't tell me who she was going with, so I was thinking that maybe, by pure coincidence, you met there?
No, I can't remember her. I haven't seen her around.
Well, how could you, when you say that you don't even know what she looks like?
Well, Remy, have the Germans arrived? Excuse me, miss, but we are expecting a delegation from Bonn.
Germans? Are they really supposed to come today?
Yes, of course. I'll explain it to you straight away. So, chatting about the girl working at the telephone exchange has to wait. I am sorry.
Sure, Damien. Of course. I should call Ostankovich immediately. He makes people's lives unpleasant when things don't go his way. Good. We'll see what that terrible battery can hold. Well, the phone could be at least partially charged now. The battery is the same piece of junk as before, but it might just last a few phone calls.
Finally. You must have time on your hands in Leon. Why let the ringing of a cell phone bother you, right?
The guys in the technical department of Interpol, especially Jennings, are unfortunately unable to repair my cell phone at the moment. Normally I'm accessible all the time, of course. What happened?
Everything I tell you now is strictly confidential. It stays between you and me. No colleagues, no departmental memos, no recordings, nothing. Do we understand each other?
Well, if it's nothing illegal.
Don't make me angry, Svetlova. This matter is too serious. Last night, the security system in the St. Petersburg State Hermitage Museum was out of order for several minutes. Fortunately, the outer perimeter remained functional, and its cameras didn't record anything unusual.
That's a nuisance. But if nobody entered the museum, then nothing could be taken either, could it?
I personally examined the place. My initial impression was that nothing significant was missing. But I've got a feeling that something is. No one could give me a good explanation as to how both the main and backup security circuits stopped working at the same time.
If everything is in its place, then it could only mean something's been exchanged for a fake. However, there is nothing on the auto cameras, so the culprit and what he stole would have to still be in the museum. How about a thorough search of the place?
Are you mad? Do you understand what a scandal it would be? A week after they were praising me in the press for my fine work, front page in our most popular daily, and with me about to be awarded the Medal of Honor. No, we must keep it secret. We must find out whether something has really happened, without an official investigation. That means I want to have Max Durand here in St. Petersburg as soon as possible.
But how can he help you there? If you can't even support him officially, he won't be able to do anything.
Listen to me closely. Sure, you're working for Interpol now and no longer for Department 12, so I'm no longer your superior. But I still have enough influence to have you lose your job. You better not forget the interests of your motherland take all precedence. Therefore, be so kind and don't question my decision. Get Durand for me, and if he's hesitant, tell him that I have his file on my table. I can still change my mind about our mutual cooperation. Remind him I could have him arrested and locked up for a very long time. Not to mention that sometimes terrible accidents can happen in prison.
Damn, the battery's flat. Now of all times. I wonder how they would like it at the technical department when I whack their heads with that junk of a battery. God knows when I sent the application for a new one. Damn it. Ostankovich will go ballistic if I don't get Max. Without a working cell phone, I must try to contact him from my office. A short review of a book written by my ex-boyfriend. I don't know why I haven't thrown it away. Which, according to Charlotte Renier, the head of the art theft department, were the result of strenuous effort of her subordinates and herself. That part always makes me laugh. I worked on that case alone. A journalist approached Muriel in the street and asked her what she thought about adding new member states to the European Union. Her response was not exactly breathtaking. It hangs here just to make her happy. This one is about a theft in Madrid. I could have gotten the paintings back if I hadn't made one stupid mistake. I put it up here to remind me not to do that again. A dull report assessing work effectiveness in our department. Renier insists that everybody reads them regularly. I forgot to give back the CD Muriel lent me. She'll kill me. I've had the CD for 2 months. This is a description of a successful operation. Paintings worth almost $3 million were recovered and 3 wise guys are awaiting trial. Interpol spokeswoman announced a week ago that the paintings recovered, but it now looks like she was mistaken. There has been no response to our recent inquiries. I enjoy success, but remembering mistakes and not repeating them is more important to me. And this was one of my bigger mistakes. That's the last drop. The cell phone won't even work when I put it on charge. The battery's gone forever now. Oh, great. Just great. I need a new one from our technical department, now. Muriel from the telephone exchange won't have Max's cell phone number, and I haven't memorized it.
Technical department, Jennings speaking.
Svetlova, SWOA. I need a new cell phone battery.
Well, if it goes that flat, try to survive a few more days. Some new phones should be arriving shortly.
It doesn't go flat quickly. It doesn't work at all. How am I to do anything with a phone that's no good?
Do you know how much I have on my plate right now? And you're bothering me about a battery for your phone?
Fine, but if somebody can't find me when they need me and something goes wrong, I'll make sure the department knows whose fault it is. Do we understand each other?
Okay, then. Just stay calm. If it's really that urgent, I'll get it to you as soon as possible. I'm just completing the issue slip now. We don't have to argue or send complaints, do we?
It seems I'm standing in for Pierre again. I should get it done as soon as possible, or the boss will go wild. Max has cancelled more meetings than I can count. Right now he's busy working for the University of Toulouse. Next time, it might be Paris. So, Max is somewhere at the university in Toulouse and his cell phone is off. Great. And I need to speak with him as soon as possible. That sounds like a perfect job for my friend Muriel working at the switchboard. And that's exactly why she works there.
Telephone exchange, how can I help you?
Hi, Muriel. This is Lara. Have you got a minute?
Sure. It's busy today, but of course I'm here for my friends. Anything new?
Not much. Look, I need something. Could you get me through to someone?
That's what I'm here for.
But it isn't one of us. Also, it's not an official matter. It's Max Durand, a friend of mine. He is lecturing at the Toulouse University at the moment.
Typical. Of course, when I want something from you, you just ignore me.
You think I'd forget my best friend? I've got the CD with me. You know what? I'll send someone to you with it.
Lara, you never change. That's what you said last time. I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone has just come in.
But what's that? Someone's finally coming to do Monsieur Bouillet's work. But it's just not him.
He asked me to help as a friend. That's how things are in life. But you wouldn't understand that, Demer. You'd have to have friends first.
Friends? Oh, right. You mean those people who keep telling you things you don't care about and then make you do their work? No, I really don't have friends. Oh, God, how could I have missed so much all my life?
Now I've got everything I need. Let's get the job done. The job which Pierre was to do, of course, and which, as usual, I have to do. So many mistakes. I should tell Pierre. Right, this should be enough. It's obviously a fake, perhaps even a joke. I should write Pierre the email to let him know it's done.
Listen, I don't really have time for this now. You want to speak about Abramchikov, I suppose.
There's no major report today. That's a terrible loss, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. Anything else?
Nothing. Only that you are stupid and arrogant.
Yes, of course. And now that you've told me all about myself, could you be so kind as to let me get on with my work?
Here's the new battery for your phone. Keep the old one if you like. Signed by Jennings. See? Where there's a will, there's a way. A cell phone battery. I can't believe it turned up. The phone is totally dead now. I really can't make phone calls from it. Seems I should check my email inbox. Damien, I need a favor from you.
Of course, Miss Svedlova.
I've got a CD here for my friend Muriel from the telephone exchange. I think you know who I mean. Could you give it to her the next time you see her?
Well, I finish work before she does.
Something tells me you might meet later, after work.
No. Someone's hiding something from old friends.
But Rene, don't be foolish. Miss Svedlova, if you're hinting that Muriel and I, you know how such things are viewed at work. Relationships between co-workers are frowned upon.
I'm not hinting at anything, but it's a small world. Perhaps you'll meet by chance.
Oh, that'd be a real coincidence, wouldn't it?
Well, theoretically, it's possible. If I happen to see her, I'll pass it on to her.
Thanks, Damien. See you, Remy.
Good morning.
Telephone exchange, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Lara. I left a CD with someone you might meet at work, by sheer chance.
You are a terrible snoop. How did you find out?
I've got eyes, Muriel. Will you get me Duran's number now?
Hey, who do you think I am? I started looking for him as soon as you called me. He's waiting on the line, but he doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
You're amazing. Let me speak to him, please.
Well, what's going on? Is this some kind of a joke? You pulled me out of a lecture. You know how long I waited for this chance. Do you know that if things go well, this could be regular for me?
Max, Ostankovich called. You've got to fly to Petersburg.
Tell him I can come next Thursday.
You don't understand. You must fly today, as soon as possible.
What?
He's not kidding, Max. He's in a fix and he needs your help. If you don't go, he'll ruin you. You know he's capable of that.
So I have to drop everything just because Ostankovich has got himself a problem.
We both know you don't have a choice. Come back to Leon. We'll meet at the park and talk it through. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else you can do.
But
Hurry up and get the next plane. From the airport, go directly to the park. We'll meet there. See you later. Hi, I'm glad you...
One reason. Give me one good reason why I should come running like a dog every time you or Ostenkovich calls.
Max, we both know the reason. You can't afford not to obey him.
I made one mistake. I've helped him many times. How long will this go on?
You didn't just make a mistake, Max. You made a huge mistake. You forged paintings worth millions of dollars and sold them to get-rich-quick fund managers. And you got caught, trying to sell a forgery to the Hermitage. That's plain madness.
Look, I'm grateful to you for persuading Ostenkovich to keep me out of jail, but I think I've made up for it.
The case can be opened again any time, and he's capable of doing that. Until the file is officially closed, you have no choice. I promise that if you help him one more time, I'll do my best to get you off the hook. There's been some trouble at the Hermitage. He probably needs an expert.
Well, I don't have much choice anyway, do I? Damn it, all right then, I'll go.
Don't worry about your visa. You're traveling with special permission. Ostenkovich has fixed it already. When it comes to manipulating the system, nobody matches my old commanding officer.
Now that's always good to know. Have fun here.
I'll be thinking about you. Take care.
Caught between the West and the East, pulled by the leash of past sins, who holds your fate in their hands, Max? There's a shadow rising above you. It's good that you don't see it. For now. Back in the city upon the Neva. Can you see it flowing into the distance? But it will never return once it passes us. Just like you, Max. Pulled by a dark current, ending beyond the horizon.
Hello. Please, have a seat. Colonel Ostenkovich has no time at the moment.
I believe he is already waiting for me.
So, you must be Mr. Durant then. I hope you had a pleasant journey.
Not bad, but the one out of here will certainly be better.
I see. Well, the Colonel is expecting you.
I expected you sooner.
If I had a choice, I wouldn't be here at all.
You see that file on the table? It's your criminal record. And it says that refusing to help me could have rather dramatic consequences for you.
I've helped enough for you to close the case, haven't I?
Listen, Durand, we all have nightmares. Yours is needing to help us. Mine is the reason for calling you. Help me get rid of mine, and I'll get rid of yours. Then we'll both be able to sleep soundly.
So that's it?
The file on the table is just a copy. Take it. If you help me, you can have the original, and I'll personally take care of the computer records.
Well, I don't really have a choice, do I?
Exactly. So now listen to me well. I won't waste time with threats. You already know where I can send you. This whole matter is top secret, so hold your tongue. Got that?
Sure.
Last night, the security system in the State Hermitage Museum stopped working for a time. Cameras, detectors, everything went blind. The external system worked. So we know nobody went in. You know how unlikely it is that everything on the inner circuit, including the backup sources, would fail? Next to impossible.
Well, if something's happened there, an insider must have done it. A guard. Someone who hid himself in there.
I'm certain that nobody took anything out. I was personally present during the preliminary investigation. Nothing's missing from the collection.
So possibly it's an exchange. Why keep it secret?
We can't go public with this. I am personally responsible for the collection. I chose the whole security system for the Hermitage. I chose the entire staff. Soon I am to receive an award for my service at the Hermitage. A medal, Durand, from the President. But if it came to light that one of them tried to steal something in the museum...
I get that, but what do you want from me?
On the table, there is a permit to go into the Hermitage. I now have it guarded even from outside by a guy with the same temperament as a bulldog. Remember to be nice to him to get inside. Then, Phone me.
And what can I do there?
Leave that to me. Just get into the museum and call me back. Durand, wouldn't you like to go now?
A pass to the Hermitage. I will certainly need that.